Yeah, you know what? I love to lighten the mood and have a good time, and it's hard out here bowling with the touring guys, the full time guys, because I greatly appreciate and understand that they don't make a ton financially. It's hard to live comfortably or be able to do what they want and provide for their families. So I greatly appreciate that what they go through out here is a lot different than what I go through out here, because I'm coming out here to challenge myself against the conditions in the field and enjoy myself. I mean, this is kind of a side hobby for me now.
Yeah, go into that. You have a job.
Yeah.
A lot of people out here don't. Was that just to talk about that?
It's life changing. I didn't become like, I'd always worked part time. I worked part time at the Eden Prairie Police Department for a long time, in law enforcement as a park ranger and reserve police officer, and I'd work in the pro shops and stuff like that. But I didn't really get a serious full time job until I graduated from Wichita State, and I got my master's in criminal justice. And I went to work for the Target Corporation. So. I started out doing corporate security there, just as internal security specialist, and then I got promoted to global crisis management, where I'm at now. And it's really weird how your view on bowling changes, because I had bowled to provide for myself for ever since I became an amateur at 21, and I didn't start working until I was like 29, 30 when I started working at Target. So just the way you compete's different. It's hard to describe, but it's weird because you're not bowling to live anymore. You're like living to bowl, right? Have you heard that phrase, right?
Yeah.
You should live to bowl, not bowl to live. Unfortunately, I think just with the environment right now, people get trapped in the ladder.
Oh, it's hard.
It's hard, and it sucks the joy out of what you do. I mean, I got to bowl next to Pete Weber for 35 games, or until Pete had to withdraw, and Norm Duke, and I got to bowl with you guys, and you guys are my friends. I mean, and so it's fun for me.
Yeah.
And for you guys, it's work.
It is.
Oh, absolutely.
It's literally a day at the office, and. So,
you enjoy that. You enjoy that.
I try to enjoy it as much as I can. One of the tough things about coming out here, just with my perspective and because my life situation is different, is I want to come out and enjoy myself and challenge myself and still enjoy competing.
Sure.
I think you should have a level of enjoyment while you compete, because if bowlers didn't love bowling so much, they would quit.
Yeah.
Because it's such a bad deal financially.
It is.
So if they didn't love it so much, they would quit. And the problem is that you love it so much that it starts to become this thing. You just go through the motions.
Yeah.
And so for me, I got to let that go. But the problem is I've spoken with a few people about this. Is I've really had a tough time keeping my competitive edge, because it used to be to make money, and now it's like, wait, I don't have to make money. If I make money, it's a bonus.
Yeah.
So I think finding a pure motivation to win is something that I need to do for myself, because I can come out here and be competitive and compete, and that's great, but I don't feel I can win out here, and I don't have the drive to chase after it, like really dig in. Like I was watching Kyle Troop towards the end of the 40 games, and just every game he was just digging and I just watched in amazement.
And what people don't realize too is the emotional involvement that it takes to dig like that, because it's not only physically out here, it's, I think, the mental curve that you have to learn to be able to win out here and give yourself a chance to win is the biggest learning curve there is.
I read something the other day in Josh Blanchard's book, and it said that the second you enter try mode, the second you try too much, you stop believing.
Yes.
And that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. And
Yeah.
it's so hard to control and so hard to handle it. And you can tell immediately when someone enters try mode.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of the mode I get stuck in. I mean, I still want it. I still want to make the cut, still want to be relevant, but I think being relevant to being a winner, I guess I have some, I don't know if it's even just self-doubts that I'm self-worth issues that I don't feel I've earned it with the guys to be considered to be deserving of winning. I'm not out here grinding it out in the trenches with the guys, so I just don't feel that they would see me as a worthy champion, and I guess I would be almost afraid to win.